Nigel, firstly, after 2 games in a week, what's the injury news today?
Well, we've got a few problems in the build-up for the game at the weekend. So Elliot Moore's been sent home today. He's not feeling well. Kumpasoons and Yuri Dekovic have both got back issues that we'll have to monitor. So when you add those to the players who we've been missing for a while, then we've got a few concerns in the build-up. But we'll see how they all are tomorrow. And if players miss out, then clearly there'll be an opportunity for somebody else. So as long as we go into it with a clear picture in terms of who's available, 1 or 2 players coming back as well. So Dimi Desailly is now available, which is good for us. Dan Vekimans is back in contention. So it's the way of football, I'm afraid.
Just on the quick-fire nature of the games, it's something you've got experience of from your past in the game, but so, to some of these players it might be a new experience. How have they managed it?
I said to you the other night that the players, I think, if you ask them, they'd much prefer to just be playing games, especially at this stage of the season. So they're okay. I mean, I think we came through the game very well in terms of dealing with it, and I thought we looked pretty strong throughout. So the concerns obviously were the circumstances of the game, and to lose a game to 2 terrible decisions in terms of penalties is very disappointing for us. But we have to try and use that disappointment to fire us back up, and that's what we intend to do.
You mentioned the circumstances of that game, but what was clear, as an aside, was just how much progress the team is making. That must be pleasing.
Yeah, I thought I thought we played very well at a 1A side on their own ground, and in the second half in particular, I thought we were much the better side. So when you look at the game in its full context, there are lots of things to be positive with. I mean, I spoke earlier with one of my colleagues about I can probably accept the outcome provided we get a good performance, but I think even that stretched my tolerance to its limits, because we're very, very annoyed that once again decisions that have more or less confirmed the outcome of the game, we feel on the wrong end of it yet again, and it's happened to us too many times. And so I think as a club, it's important that we did make a complaint, an official complaint, and that was done yesterday. But we move forward. There's no point dwelling too much on that now. It's, all I can do is get the team prepared physically and mentally for the game now against Mouscron.
Some good news this week. Esteban Casagolda has signed a new contract. Yeah. Just how pleased are you that he's committed his future to the club?
Well, I am very pleased, and he's had an excellent season for us, not just in terms of his goals return, but he's a very popular member of the squad. You know what you're going to get from him. He's a very enthusiastic, hard-working player, and I think it's only right to reward somebody for the work that he's done this year, and so good for him. He can now concentrate on the rest of the season and look forward to next year.
The game this weekend, of course, is another opportunity for you to see how your lads fare against the 1A side. Are you looking forward to seeing that?
I am. They are a team who are very capable of producing some really good football. They've got quite a few attacking options which we have to be very careful of and aware of. So on the day, I mean, they've already beaten Kortrijk in this playoff, but they've had 1 or 2 strange results away from home as well. So again, what we can do is concentrate on ourselves, but we have to use this as an opportunity to show what we can do. And I think the time's right for us to get a really strong home performance. I think we're all a bit disappointed with our results in the second part of the season at home. We've drawn a lot of games, been beaten a couple of times, and that's been disappointing for us. So I think it is really vital that we get the right sort of response again, and I'm confident we can do that.